Magandang araw sa ating lahat. Kami naririto upang ipakilala ang kahangahangang mundo ng Rasa Island Wildlife Sanctuary sa Palawan. Ang Rasa Island, matatagpuan sa munisipalidad ng Nara sa Palawan, ay isang kaharian ng kalikasan at yaman ng biodiversity. Ito rin ang tahanan ng pinakamalaking populasyon ng red-vented kakatu sa Pilipinas. Ito ay isang espesyal na uri ng ibon na nanganganib ng mawala sa ating kalikasan. Sa islang ito, masisilayan natin ang iba't ibang uri ng hiwaga ng kalikasan, kung saan magkakaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na makita ang iba't ibang uri ng hayop at halaman na hindi mo matatagpuan kahit saan pa. Ang Rasa Island ay hindi lamang isang tanawin ng kagandahan, kundi isang sagisag ng pagsusumikap ng mga eksperto at kapwa Palaweño sa pangangalaga ng ating kalikasan. Dito sa isla, masusubaybayan natin ang pagsusumikap ng mga lokal na komunidad, gobyerno at environmental advocates na panatilihin ang kahalagahan ng Rasa Island. Ang kanilang pagsisikap ay nakafocus sa pangangalaga ng mga critical na species tulad ng red-vented kakatu o katala. Sa kabila ng kagandahan ng mga karagatan ng Palawan, ang populasyon ng katala ay patuloy na humihina dahil sa mga hamon tulad ng pagbabago ng klima at pangangalakal. Ngunit sa Rasa Island, itinatag ng Katala Foundation, patuloy ang paggawa ng paraan upang maparami ang populasyon ng katala. Ang Katala Foundation ay naglalaan ng mga proyektong pangangalaga tulad ng pagbabantay sa mga pugad, pangangalaga sa kalikasan at pagsasagawa ng mga edukasyon upang mapanatili ang kahalagahan ng katala sa ating ekosistema. Sa kanilang mga pagsisikap, sinusubukan nilang itaguyod hindi lamang ang kaligtasan ng katala, kundi pati na rin ang buhay sa ilalim ng dagat. Ngayon, tayo naman ay dumako sa crucial role ng Rasa Island sa conservation ng mga endangered species na tinatawag ang isla na kanilang tahanan.
Rasa Island, a small gem in the Sulu Sea off the coast of Palawan, holds immense significance for the region's endangered species, particularly the charismatic and critically endangered Philippine cactus. It harbors the largest remaining population of this vibrant red-vented cactus in the wild. In the late 1990s, their numbers had plummeted due to poaching and habitat loss. However, dedicated conservation efforts, including Rasa as a core site, have led to a remarkable rebound. Today, nearly 400 cactus grace the island skies. The island's unique ecology provides ideal nesting and feeding grounds for the cactus. Its lush coastal forest offers diverse food sources, and the surrounding mangroves and tidal floods provide secure nesting cavities. Rasa's protected status extends not just to the island but also to the surrounding waters. Rasa's story offers a beacon of hope for the future of Palawan's biodiversity. It demonstrates the effectiveness of dedicated conservation efforts and inspires similar initiatives across the region. Rasa Island plays a crucial role in the conservation of Palawan's endangered species.
Back then, only 23 to 25 cactus were left, and extinction was imminent. On Rasa, most of the conservation tools of Katala Foundation were developed and field-tested, particularly the Wildlife Warden Scheme. Due to intensive management of the kakatu in early 2019, there were close to 400 individuals inhabiting the island. Rasa Island is the home to the best-studied Philippine kakatu population. It remains as the single most important site for the Philippine kakatu globally. Rasa Island itself is unique since it retains a widely intact coastal forest behind a belt of old-growth mangrove. In 2006, the complete island was protected, including the adjacent marine portion with tidal flats, seagrass, beds, and coral reefs. Presently, 113 bird species have been recorded on Rasa, including small island specialists like the Mantanani Scops owl, Otus mantananisis, and the gray imperial pigeon Docula piqueringi. 3 marine turtle species have been recorded in the water surrounding Rasa, as well as 4 species of marine mammals, including dugong. Fish folks in Nara appreciate Rasa Island as nursery ground for commercially important species, and some are active in monitoring of stocks of selected marine life.
Despite its successes, Rasa Island faces several threats that could undermine the hard-won progress made in protecting its endangered species. These include habitat loss due to deforestation and climate change, as well as illegal activities such as poaching and unsustainable resource use. While Rasa itself enjoys protected status, encroachment on nearby islands and mainland areas can disrupt important ecological connections and food sources for species like the cockatoos. Illegal logging and conversion of land for agriculture or development remain concerning issues. Rising sea levels and intensifying typhoons associated with climate change pose long-term threats to the island's delicate coastal ecosystems and nesting sites. Increased erosion and saltwater intrusion could impact food availability and habitat suitability for some species. Although poaching pressures have decreased thanks to conservation efforts, the allure of the vibrant cockatoo feeders still exists. Continued vigilance and robust community involvement are crucial to prevent illegal trade and maintain a safe haven for the birds. Overfishing and harmful fishing practices in the waters surrounding Rasa could deplete marine resources critical for the island's biodiversity. Addressing these issues requires raising awareness and implementing sustainable fishing practices in local communities. While responsible tourism can benefit conservation efforts, unmanaged growth and irresponsible behavior can disturb wildlife and damage their habitats. Striking a balance between tourism and sustainability is crucial for Rasa's future. Rasa Island serves as a vital sanctuary for Palawan's endangered species, but its future remains fragile. By recognizing and addressing the threats it faces, we can ensure that this island paradise continues to be a beacon of hope for Palawan's precious biodiversity.
Being knowledgeable about your surrounding is the biggest contribution you could make. You can expand your knowledge and share it with others by creating books for children with these animals as main characters. It can help with the problem. Expressing these issues through art and entertainment can change the perception of people towards the importance of protecting endangered animals. If we manage to incorporate this kind of awareness in child education and social media, people's attention will most likely be caught. From this step, we as activists can move on to build empathy towards the environment and finally towards the world. Natural habitats serve as properties for infinite species, providing shelter, food, and breeding grounds. Destruction of these habitats through deforestation, urbanization, and air pollution leads to the loss of a species. All of these species contribute to our biodiversity and the overall health of our planet. By bringing awareness to their roles and significance, we are protecting our environment for future generations. Be knowledgeable and aware.
Dumako naman tayo sa mga pamamaraan upang makonserba ang Rasa Island. So back then, only 23 to 25 cockatoos were left on the island and extinction was imminent. That's why, in 1998, a group of people, which later founded the Katala Foundation, started a comprehensive conservation program to rescue the species from extinction. At its core was and remains the so-called Wildlife Warden Scheme, which employs ex-poachers as protectors of the cockatoo. On Rasa, most of the conservation tools of Katala Foundation were developed and field tested, particularly the Wildlife Warden Scheme. In addition to the warden schemes, the Philippine Cockatoo Conservation Program, or PCCP, employs a wide range of tools to protect the species, including protected area establishment and management, conservation research and education, advocacy, provision of alternative livelihood, habitat restoration, and reintroduction. The municipal government supported attempts at conservation efforts from the very start of the project. It is now largely financing the warden scheme and takes a proactive role to protect the birds which are increasingly visiting coastal communities to feed. Members of local communities are collecting data on kakadu movements on a regular basis and are propagating food plants of the kakadu in their own backyards. The sense of pride in having this unique parrot species in their community is palpable. The long-term commitment was rewarded when in 2015 the municipality of Nara was bestowed the prestigious Galing Pook Award, the highest recognition for local governments in Philippines for the conservation efforts for the Katala. Tignan naman natin ang mga success stories of conserving the island. So after more than 20 years of project implementation on the Rasa Island, the cockatoo population has made a dramatic recovery. The cockatoo population on this island may be at or close to carrying a capacity and therefore could serve as source for birds for reintroduction into the historical range of the species without endangering the resident population. The downward trend in the birds' population was averted when the Philippine Cockatoo Conservation Program intervened. Implemented through the non-governmental organization or Katala Foundation, the Katala population has grown to over 300. Now the population is estimated at a little more than 1,000 individuals in the world. Aside from Katala, the island also nurtures other bird species, notably the great-billed heron, the gray imperial pigeon, and the Mantanani scops owl. The immediate seas surrounding it are home to important marine species like dugong and the green sea and the waxbill turtles.
As a resident of Palawan, we have the power to make a positive impact. If you're interested in contributing to the preservation of Rasa Island Wildlife Sanctuary, there are various ways you can offer your support. We will provide you with some suggestions to make your support more feasible. For those planning to visit the Rasa Island Wildlife Sanctuary in Nara, Palawan, please note that access to the island is available from July to December. The island is closed from January to June due to the breeding activities of the cockatoo and other species. While the birdwatch tower on Rasa remains open throughout the year, access may be restricted based on conditions such as weather events or fire hazards. Additionally, there are fees associated upon visitation, including a conservation fee of 130 pesos, a guide fee of 250 pesos, and both fees ranging from 500 to 1,800 pesos depending on the boat size and the number of passengers. Furthermore, the Katala Foundation Incorporated, which oversees the Rasa Island Wildlife Sanctuary, has additional programs that we can support to raise funds for the care and conservation of endangered wildlife. These programs include Link to Our Youth. The Katala Foundation Incorporated's program, part of the Philippine Cockatoo Conservation Program, involves a warden scheme employing former poachers as wildlife wardens to protect cockatoos during breeding season. These wardens, belonging to indigenous groups in Palawan, receive livelihood support in exchange for their commitment. Additionally, the program engages youth through clubs like Nara Youth Organization for Environmental Conservation and Katala Conservation Club. These young conservationists actively promote conservation through puppet shows, mascot shows, and other activities. The next program is called Get Involved. The Katala Foundation's engagement program emphasizes raising awareness and fostering knowledge on biodiversity conservation. Through nature festivals like Kalabukay, Kalikasan, and Katala, held annually in different project sites, the foundation encourages community participation. These festivals, featuring diverse activities such as contests, races, singing, and dancing, serve as platforms for environmental learning in an enjoyable manner. The goal is to promote local biodiversity and inspire a broader population to actively contribute to conservation efforts. You can support these initiatives by sharing, participating, and contributing to sustain these vital annual festivals. Get involved and be a part of the conservation movement. The third program is called Be a Friend of Katala. The Katala Foundation Incorporated is launching the Be a Friend of Katala program to support the critically endangered Philippine cockatoo. Facing an alarming 80% population decline in the last decade due to poaching and habitat destruction, these birds are on the brink of extinction. The program invites individuals to become e-members of the foundation, emphasizing the importance of collective efforts in wildlife conservation. By joining as a friend of Katala, you can contribute to saving the remaining population of these unique birds and make a meaningful impact on their conservation journey.